What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Robino.
I'm Rionyxiel.
And we're here to do the review for Happy Death Day 2. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we didn't watch the first one. We did not.
I think
we did
that might have hurt us in the long run because they brought back a lot of elements in this one. It seemingly that were important from the first one because we didn't see the first one. We got the basic gist of the first one, but a lot of key telling elements and probably Easter eggs that we missed because we didn't see the first.
We was actually going to watch the first one on DVD, but in the trailer it told us everything of what happened. So there was really we thought, but I mean it told us enough to where you don't really need to watch the first one.
You know who the main bad guy is, the real killer is, the baby face doll and all that stuff.
I was kind of disappointed. I was like, oh darn, I hate that. So in this movie, you pretty much get to find out why she was going through what she was going through when she was going, well, not back in time, she was going through the same day,
stuck in a time loop.
Simon the time loop on her birthday every day, until, well, not every day, but on the same day until she died, every time she died until she found out who did it, and this time you find out why it happened. Pretty much throughout the whole movie, which is, like you said, it sounded like a scientific type movie.
It's pegged as a horror thriller mystery movie, I think it was. It doesn't feel like most of it. It feels like a little bit of thriller, a little bit of mystery because the suspense of the killer and the mystery of what's going on, how it happened. There's a couple of confusing scenes going on, but overall it feels mostly funny. There's a lot of comedic elements in here, very next to no horror whatsoever.
I mean, I didn't really laugh. I mean, it was funny, but not as funny as I thought it would be.
There were multiple montages of her killing herself.
Yes, I was
because she could and she knew she'd come back. So it's comical now. But.
Yeah, but this time I think it shows. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know what happened in the first movie, but it shows that every time she died, she got weaker. Though this time she got real weak.
Well, this one also introduced a different component. Rather than just being stuck in a time loop, she was stuck in a time loop in another dimension.
Yes,
which is very similar to our current reality dimension, whatever it was. I think it's dimensional travel. But a few things are different. Her mom was still alive, for example. Her new boyfriend she got from the first movie is dating her arch enemy roommate from the first one, who's apparently friends in this universe. So there's a couple things that are different, but overall she likes this universe better, so she wants to stay in this universe. Once she solves the killing, they fix why it happened in the first place again, because it's a newer universe, so it's all different now. So they have to figure out what's going on again. And there's some scientific components going on here as well. But then she is all about realizing that she can't have it all, and she needs to go back to her own universe because she can have her own problems and be a grown up. And it's very interesting movie.
Very, very typical happy. Very typical scary / thriller /
It felt very B-rated or B-rated, like it belongs on like Sci-Fi Channel or something like that.
Anything Blumhouse is pretty much.
They make some decent movies, like most of the time.
Yeah, they make decent movies, but a lot of them, I mean, even with Halloween, because I think, didn't they make Halloween? Yeah, Blumhouse did make Halloween. They? Yeah, I think that was the only movie that was like, they made Halloween.
That one wasn't terrible. I mean,
it wasn't terrible, but I still feel like it still could have been on TV though. But but overall the movie was good. It was entertaining. Nothing really special about the movie. I mean, you'll get what I got what I got out of it. I wasn't expecting. I didn't really have high expectations for this movie. I knew
the first movie had so much hype. Everyone was excited to see it. It was an interesting concept, like a horror version of Groundhog Day. Yeah. You remember that movie at all?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
been a long time. But
there's a lot of hype on this movie. So it was like, okay, we never saw the first movie, but surely if they made enough to make a sequel and it's popular enough, so let's go check it out. It might be interesting. Yeah. But of course, the trailer's like, we have to watch this movie so we know what's going on. Then the trailer explained, this person was a killer, and I thought everything was solved. I was like, well, they already explained the ending of the first movie to us, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Well, I will say this: the ending of this movie, they could make a third one. There's a possibility they could make a third one.
You think?
Yeah, they could if they wanted to. If this was successful enough, they would probably do it.
And it will definitely go in the realms of sci-fi.
Yeah,
like DARPA and all that stuff. They're using the weaponizing machine and all that for time loops.
No,
I feel like Cube meets Time Cube.
Well, I was kind of surprised with this. One thing I was surprised about was I thought the main character and the Asian dude, what's his name? Wait, what was his name? Ryan?
Ryan Fan.
Yeah, wait. That was his name in the movie. Ryan Fan.
No, Ryan Fan is his name in the movie.
Yeah, right.
Played by the actor. Fivu. I can't. I'm butchering his name terribly.
Yeah. But I really thought Ryan was gonna be in most of the movie most of the time. But you just find out he just kind of helps her get out the loop.
Well, yeah, because
I was in shock. Like I was like, dang, I really thought they'd be like in there together trying to, or she was
interesting, but he was. He wasn't who built the time loop machine thing. He's trying to explain how time slows down during cold cores and all that stuff. Whatever. There's a lot of science, a lot of math involved in that. But they set off this machine, and he gets stuck in a time loop for a couple of days. Yeah. Goes to her. She realizes what's going on. Tries to help him out, and then boom, explodes. She gets launched to another dimension. Right. He's stuck in a time loop again. She has to solve it, get back to her own dimension to fix everything, and. Like, dimensional travel and time travel, they're very different things, but both are very sci-fi concepts. When you combine them, it feels very convolutedly sci-fi. Like, it's understandable how it can happen, but it's just like, it's no longer a horror movie really anymore. Yeah. Unless you're bringing, like, aliens or another dimensional creatures from a failed universe back to your world, and you have to stop, like, a zombie apocalypse we're having, you brought from another universe. I don't know. But this is just a psycho murderer got loose in different timelines or whatever, so you have to try to fix it in your timeline just to get back.
I think everybody did a decent job in the acting part.
Mostly,
music was.
All the actors and felt bitchy. They're all college students and stuff, so they're gonna be like that nerdy.
Storyline was storyline was actually interesting this time. I will say that the storyline was kind of interesting because, like I said, I mean it made you think a little bit, just a little bit. Like, dang.
Kind of? Maybe?
Yeah, kind of.
Don't know how a proton laser shot into a core could slow down time. Depending on maybe the core may be, but there's a lot of math involved in that. So I don't know how realistic the science behind it is, but it's a sci-fi contraption, so it's not supposed to be explained how it can work. Because if it could explain how it worked, then it would exist in real life.
Yeah. So, I mean, she pretty much had to go die a couple of times just to remember
what was
going
concept.
on. Yeah, that was one thing I did like was because they were telling her, like, look, we can help you, but, we're not going to be able to remember all these equations and all this stuff. You're going to have to memorize it, die, come back, and let us know. So we're pretty much going to meet you again for the first time every time you die. Which that was crazy.
Have you ever seen the movie 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
Not a time travel movie, but the woman has amnesia, so every time she goes to sleep at night, she forgets. Yeah. So she wakes up every morning. It's an Adam Sandler movie. But anyway.
They pretty much show her, hey, blah, blah, blah.
DVD, VHS, and explaining, okay, this is your life up till now. She cries for 2 hours, and then she's on with her life. Has kids and all that stuff. But she wakes up still thinks she got out of a car accident when she was like a teenager. Right. Wakes up, has to be explained everything to her again, and so there are good days, bad days. It's like that. Yeah. So you wake up, or except it's the opposite. Like, she wakes up knowing everything, but everyone else seems to have forgotten. She has to explain it all over again, spend time making them believe that she's from an alternate dimension, different reality.
But
however I can explain
it's crazy that she remembered all those equations.
Because she can write down notes, but then it'll disappear. So it literally has to be up in her mind. So she has to, while they're filling the failed equations, she has to literally memorize it. Y equals is apostrophe something, whatever else like that. She has to memorize it constantly say, okay, this one failed. Don't do that one. Do this one here next. Memorize that one. Succeeded. Oh, failed. All right, that one down next. Okay.
But it's crazy though because it's like when you die, like all the deaths she was doing. I'm like, how you even remember?
She was having fun with it though.
God, I'm not gonna have no fun killing
myself. My favorite death scene, I have to say, was when the boy and the girl that her boyfriend from the dimension, whatever, was kissing her new girlfriend, her enemy. She was jealous, so she went skydiving with no parachute. And they did a nice little campy little close up slow motion scene for her flicking off the camera as she's falling, tongue out, in a bikini or whatever else. I'm assuming she's in her bathing suit up there, so I'm assuming it's her underwear or whatever. And she blood splatters on them. They're screaming, and she wakes up.
Yeah.
So, there were a couple. It was a lot of comedy in it. Like, that's kind of dark comedy, but it was still comedy to me. So.
I mean, overall, movie was average. Do I feel like you should watch it in theaters? Not really. I mean, you're not missing anything. You can wait till it comes on DVD. Have some fun. There's nothing deep about this movie, of course. I mean,
Not really. There's a couple of touching elements, like what would you choose? Your past, your future, whatever else. Well, a couple other small things that they touch upon, but never really go into that depth.
Yeah, because she pretty much had to choose between her mom and her boyfriend, pretty much.
Because in her reality, her mother died. Yeah. But this new dimension, her mother was alive, but she didn't have her boyfriend anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time, which they never touched upon, was by going to that dimension, she kicked the tree from that dimension. Her name's Tree Geldman, by the way.
Yeah.
Out of the dimension so she could be there. So the other tree is into another dimension,
right,
or floating in a void outside time and space, waiting for her to come back.
That was kind of interesting. That they didn't really explain. They didn't really explain that. I wish they would have.
It's like, was she trapped in a dimension? Did she get stuck in the hell in the other world?
And then, and then also, the one, I can't remember, Ray or Ryan. Ryan, when they finally found out who was killing him, it was him, the whole time. That was
like they're trying to stop the machine from going off and starting a parallel universe thing, which they do anyway.
Yeah.
But it never explained how he got there, what dimension he was from.
Yeah, I mean that's what pissed me off. Like I was kind of like, dang, I would have liked. See, that would have been a cool thing. Like, okay, hey, you're from the future.
Maybe he came from the dimension where they did it. So all the dimensions are on the same exact time loop struggle thing. So the tree from the world she went into, tree got sent into another dimension where she became a killer and was trying to stop them from setting off another chain reaction by setting the machine off again.
Right.
So she became a killer, killing herself. Just like it's God, I'm getting a headache. It's time travel and dimensional travel is all convoluted. It's very headache-inducing, especially when he defined it as 6 dimensions, which there are only 6 dimensions. I think it's more infinite than that. A lot more than that, but he said there's only 6 dimensions. I don't know, maybe it's a small circle. But
other than that, go check out the movie. If you want to see it in the theaters, go ahead. But I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're just super bored and you really want to go watch a movie. You love watching movies like we do. So, other than that, you got anything else to say?
Other than that, the graphics weren't terrible for a B-rated sci-fi-ish movie. I mean,
they made money off the last movie, so of course they're gonna spend a little bit more money on the movie.
That.
But yeah, man, let us know in the comment section below if you saw this movie already and you enjoyed it, and let us know if you're gonna go watch it and see it. Hit that like and subscribe button. We would love to know how you feel about the movie. And if you're watching this on my channel, okay, go check out my boy Rionyxiel, man. He does the same thing I do: movie reviews, trailer reactions, so forth. And also check out Fear Bot Gaming. We play games on there, VR. We've been playing Resident Evil 2, the remake, the remake, right? Oh, reboot. What is it?
Yeah, reboot. I think
it's a reboot.
Remake, whatever.
It's
a new Resident Evil 2 that just came out.
We've been playing that, and also check out Kid Robino. I do a lot of stuff on there, man. I do cartoon reviews, show off stuff I liked as a kid, which I'm gonna start doing soon. And so for anything that's to do with kids, that sounds so weird. Anything that has to do, I like that. anything that I liked as a kid, I pretty much show on Kid Robino. So.
If you're checking this out on my channel, go check out Robino Entertainment, link down in the description below. But also stuff we do over here, except a little more, top 5s, trailer reactions, not Kid Robino, Robino's Treasures, so that's a lot of good stuff, so go check him out over there.
Yeah, and that'll be, I'm sorry guys, we're kind of, they have to work. But yeah, anyway, man, we'll catch y'all later in the next review that we do.
Bye.
Peace out.